Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a little pill that millions of people take every single day, Simvastatin. It's a huge deal when it comes to managing cholesterol, and we're going to break down exactly how it pulls it off.
I mean, you gotta wonder, right? How can one tiny pill have such a massive, life-saving impact on preventing some of the world's biggest health threats, like heart attacks and strokes? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out.
So yeah, millions of people rely on this medication. In this explainer, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty science of how it works inside your body, the crucial safety info you absolutely need to know, and, where it fits into your overall health picture.
Okay, first up, the cholesterol problem. Before we can really appreciate the hero of our story, we have to understand the bad guy it's fighting. So, let's meet the villain. And here it is, LDL, or low-density lipoprotein. You've almost certainly heard it called bad cholesterol, and believe me, it's a name that's well-earned. Think of it as this sticky gunk that, when there's too much of it, just starts clinging to the inside walls of your arteries.
Now, over time, that sticky buildup hardens into something called plaque. This whole process, called atherosclerosis, literally starts narrowing the superhighways that your blood needs to travel through. And as you can guess, that is incredibly dangerous. It is the direct cause of so many heart attacks and strokes. This is why getting a handle on LDL isn't just a nice idea, it is absolutely vital.
Which, of course, brings us to Simvastatin. If high LDL is the villain, then it's time to introduce our hero. This is the medication designed to stop that bad guy right in its tracks. So who exactly is this for? Well, it has a few really important jobs. Its main mission, its #1 goal, is to slash those high levels of bad LDL cholesterol. It's also used for what doctors call primary prevention. That means stopping a first heart attack before it even has a chance to happen. And it's used for secondary prevention, which is all about lowering the risk for people who already have heart disease. The end game for all of this? Slowing down that dangerous plaque buildup we were just talking about.
And now we get to the really cool part, the science. Simvastatin is part of a very famous family of drugs called statins. Their technical name is HMG-CoA reductase inhibitors. Yeah, it's a mouthful, I know, but that crazy name is actually the perfect clue for how they work their magic. So to understand that long name, we need to take a little trip inside your body's main cholesterol factory, your liver.
Okay, so just imagine your liver is running this 24/7 assembly line, cranking out the cholesterol your body needs to function. On this assembly line, there's one absolutely critical piece of machinery. It's an enzyme called HMG-CoA reductase. Without this one machine, the whole production line just grinds to a halt. And that is exactly what Simvastatin does. It's precision engineered to go in, find that one specific enzyme, that HMG-CoA reductase machine, and just block it. It basically throws a wrench in the works, shutting down the factory's cholesterol production line.
But here's where things get really, really clever, because shutting down production is only half the story. Take a look at the before side. You've got all this bad cholesterol just floating around in your blood. Now, when the liver senses this new cholesterol shortage thanks to the drug, it does something brilliant. Check out the after side. It starts building way more LDL receptors on its surface. You can think of these new receptors as powerful little magnets that reach out into the bloodstream and just yank that existing bad LDL right out of circulation. It's an amazing 1-2 punch. Less cholesterol being made and more of the bad stuff getting cleaned up. So we get the science. It's awesome. But how do you use it effectively and, most importantly, safely? Let's get into the user's guide.
All right, the basics. Doses usually range from about 10 to 40 milligrams, and you take it just once a day. But here's the key part, the timing. You take it in the evening. And why is that? It's because your body's cholesterol factory naturally revs up production at night while you're asleep. Taking the pill in the evening means the medicine is at its peak power right when that factory is working its hardest.
Of course, with any powerful medication, we absolutely have to talk about the risks. So, what are the most significant things you need to be aware of?
The most serious risk, and I have to stress this is rare, is a condition called rhabdomyolysis. This is where muscle tissue actually starts to break down, and that can release substances that are really tough on your kidneys. The key thing to know is that it usually starts as simple muscle pain or weakness.
Okay, everyone, pay close attention here. This is what you need to look out for. Unexplained muscle pain, tenderness, or weakness, especially if it comes with a fever or your urine looks dark. If you experience any of this, you need to call your doctor immediately. This is not something you wait and see about.
It's also super important to know about interactions. Your body uses a specific system to break down simvastatin. But some other things can block that system. When that happens, the drug levels in your blood can skyrocket, which seriously increases the risk of side effects. A really famous example is grapefruit juice, but the list also includes some common antibiotics and antifungals. This is exactly why you have to be an open book with your doctor and pharmacist.
So the bottom line here is simple, but it's non-negotiable. Always, always tell your doctor and pharmacist about absolutely everything you're taking. We're talking other prescriptions, over-the-counter stuff, even vitamins and herbal supplements. It is the single most important thing you can do to stay safe.
Okay, for our final section, let's just zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. Where does a pill like simvastatin actually fit? The best way to think about it is as your powerful ally.
Because the reality is, medication is just one piece of the puzzle. A healthy diet, getting regular exercise, keeping your weight in a good range, and not smoking, all of these are just as critical for protecting your heart. They all work together.
And this, right here, is probably the most important takeaway of all. The amazing benefits of this drug are truly unlocked when you combine it with a healthy lifestyle. Simvastatin is an incredible tool from science, for sure, but it's not a free pass. It's not a substitute for your own efforts. It works with you, not for you.
Which leaves us with one final thought to kind of chew on. When you think about managing cholesterol for the long haul, is a drug like this a simple cure, or is it part of a lifelong commitment to your own health? It's definitely something worth thinking about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.